Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. Today we will talk about ways of being active.
I'm Afro Danes. Dancing, roller derby, exercise, fun stuff.
And I'm Stacy Beck. We will review our book club assignment for the month.
All this and more coming right up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. How's everyone doing?
Fantastic. We've got Stacy back.
Yes, welcome back.
That was the first time I've ever missed, and it was so fun anticipating your show and watching it.
How is it to be on the other side?
It's fun, and I wanted to see like what you guys were bringing to the table and what you were going to talk about. So fabulous job.
Did you have FOMO?
Okay, wow, she paused there. So, hey.
I
What was that
totally do.
meaning?
I always have like,
No. I was away at City Stuff, so I was busy.
Oh,
Okay.
you were working, so it wasn't pleasure.
Work and pleasure.
Okay.
Because, staying in a hotel room all alone as a mom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Why did you say,
Well, hey, once upon a time I thought it'd be cool, but I like being in a hotel with girls. I really like that.
Oh, I like a hotel room to myself.
I suppose I haven't done it.
I
in
like
some-
both. I like
Yeah,
both
you
too.
guys.
I always dream about being there alone and running the bubble bath and
Yeah.
reading the book and watching things.
Yeah.
But then there's always that, but I miss the
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always kind
It
of
was good because I was alone one night. My husband came up one night, and then my daughter came one night.
Oh, very
that's
nice.
nice.
It was really perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
What have you
time
done?
of year is
Right.
so amazing. There's just so many things going on. I know we've all had a bit of travel, some exciting things going
Yes.
on.
Right.
You just recently went to India Days. Tell us about
I
that.
did. It was at the Hindu temple, and it was really fascinating
What
seeing
city?
all of in South Jordan.
Oh, okay.
So it was a festival. They even had one in Spanish Fork on Saturday. I missed that one, but anyway, it was just fun. And they had the prayer, and then it was good to learn, really educational. And then they had a party, and then they gave food, and it was great. All the in their saris and the men were dressed up, and it was
like
fantastic.
thousands of people? Or
Yeah, hundreds.
Okay.
It
And
was
did
a
you
good
go with your
turnout.
family?
I went with my boys,
Okay.
so they got
Cool.
it was a bit too much, but they danced with me at the beginning. So
I
it
saw
was
some
really
of your
good.
pictures that you posted
Did you?
with your bindi.
Well, that's right, my bindi. I was trying to find out what it all meant. And it was cool.
Well, I always think of the aroma of the food, and I
Oh,
love
love
curry,
the
and I
food,
love chicken tikka
yes.
masala. I was at Comic Con, the complete opposite
Right.
of
Yeah.
where you were at the same time, but they had, believe it or not, one of the food trucks there. They had an Indian food truck, and so I was dying to eat the food, and by the time I walked out of Comic Con, all of the Indian food gone. Of course, it was the first thing that sold out because
Absolutely.
of the garlic and the naan bread. I'm
right.
always about the food.
Oh, definitely.
Shocking.
Look at
I know, because we get really excited about this time of year also. So we also have some pumpkin spice latte.
thank you.
No, Natasha has latte.
Yeah.
Some steamers to
Oh,
share
thank
here
you.
today.
Okay,
And
I'm
Pete
excited.
brought for us today also all kinds of yummy things to taste.
So I've never tried the pumpkin spice
No,
hot chocolate.
I'm not really
I
a
don't
pumpkin
either. Hot
person,
chocolate,
but anyway.
What?
Yeah, hot cocoa.
I know.
What?
I've never been. I've been
You
here.
don't like pumpkin?
Not really.
So let's see if you're gonna like this drink.
Okay, here you
Let's
go.
test it.
Yes, that would be
So
interesting.
this is the vegan blend.
Oh, thank you so
And
much.
I don't know
So it's
if
mindful
it's-
of protein.
Thank you
me.
so much. Just
kidding.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
It's
Okay.
non-fat.
Oh.
I tried to make it a bit healthy.
Oh, thank you so much.
I needed the caffeine today. I have had just a
A draggy day.
heck of a week.
Good. That's good.
You do like it?
So delish.
Yes. It's just got a hint of it. Do you know what I mean? Whereas compared to like a pie, I don't know if it's the consistency or what it is, but this is delicious.
That is heavenly.
It's like fall
Way to
in
go,
a,
Starbucks.
fall in a cup.
It's so yummy. It's really
Right?
So
It's just a
people need
hint.
to know
I like
that a steamer has no caffeine.
Right.
It's just
Same.
warm milk. Warm milk.
Okay.
Mine does.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's-
do the
yeah.
switchies.
Put you right to bed.
Yeah. Oh, we want a
Yes,
party.
nice and cozy.
So,
Yeah.
have you guys ever tried the Werther's original?
No, but break them open.
Oh, really?
I think that
Oh,
we
that's
need
the
some
pumpkin
pumpkin
version.
spice rolls also.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I
I'll
think we should
start-
try some of these too.
Yes, we
I
can start
love
breaking some
these.
of these open here.
cereals.
We'll just start making some little sample
That's
plates
right.
here.
So here we've got pumpkin. Look at that. Special K has come out with a pumpkin spice crunch. That sounds really nice. Look at that. I love
Hard to
that.
believe it. It's going to be healthy.
Yes, I know.
Get out,
And
get
then
out
you've got
all
here
was
pumpkin. Oh, I like
almond
mini
milk.
wheats. And this is a pumpkin. Oh, I love mini wheats actually.
My mom
These
had
are
me
really
buy
good.
pumpkin yogurt at Macy's. The
Oh.
little ones.
That sounds
You know,
yummy.
the flip ones that you put your little granola and then my daughter ate it. So I don't know what it tastes like, but I think my mom
Love
loves it.
Cheerios. Pumpkin version.
Ooh,
The kids will
yummy.
love
So
this.
Pete, our director, said that each
So
one of these
cute.
tastes a little bit different.
Do they?
So I went right for the roll here.
You go, girl.
see.
I'm going to go for the cereal because I can do
So
cereal.
Natasha, can you talk denim while you're eating?
Yeah.
I
Tell
can
us
talk
about-
denim anytime.
I want you to stand up and show our viewers.
Yeah,
your
okay.
killer
I'm
pins.
pretty excited about these. I'm not
Beautiful.
gonna lie. Okay.
I would love
So-
you to dress me one day to just go out.
I
tried
oh my
dressing you the
gosh.
other day.
Oh, that's true. Not this. Is it just straight sugar?
Which one?
You'll love it.
Yeah.
I'll
You'll
love
love
it.
Oh, wheat teeth.
Oh,
So,
go.
yes, fall fashion trends, and actually, it's the next time we film, we're going to be talking a lot of fall fashion. But denim trends right now are super hot, and lots of flare.
Love it.
So
Those
a
pants.
lot of add-ons. Sorry, Bravos. I don't know if you're catching this, but a little bit of flare here to the side. These are Citizens of Humanity from Nordstrom.
okay.
So, this has the additional flare down the side, but also a lot of add-ons. So, kind of the bell on the bottom. So you'll see those. But because do you remember the high-lows that I had worn before that have
Yes.
kind of the cuts? So a lot of the frayed edges and a lot of the cuts. But then also this pair that I purchased online.
Oh my
Kind of
gosh.
the twofer, so you can kind of do. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too old for these.
I was
but-
just gonna ask,
but
like,
that
at
kind
what
of the,
point-
Kind of the two
Right.
in one. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I can pull it off.
But
Maybe
it
not.
is in, like I was
Yeah,
saying.
totally. Just kind of fun. But layering is in, so you can do all kinds of fun things for fall.
Right.
But then the embroidery on top of this, and the velvet, and the tapestry, and just
my
all
gosh.
of kind
You're
of the,
loving this then.
Oh, I
You're
am
having a
totally
good
loving
season
it. Yeah.
already.
So we'll see.
Do you have a
Fantastic.
favorite
That
brand
is
of
good.
jean?
I do love Citizens of Humanity.
Okay.
What other? I don't know. There's just so many.
Depends on the style.
It just
or-
depends. I mean, there's just really. I mean, these were bought online. They're, I don't know, shipped from who knows where.
Have you tried them on? Do you like them?
I have tried
Okay.
them on. I mean, they don't button correctly.
Because they're from China, you said, and so okay. So
That's okay. I mean, we all have friends that can help fix things and alter things. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean, I guess that's the advantage of being able to try things on in stores. But anyway, okay,
Yeah,
I
this
know
is
we're running
good.
out of time. So
I
how
love
are the
wheat-
foods?
The
I'm,
Wheaties are great.
they're
the,
delish.
Gin
the
tonic.
special K
Yeah.
is
Oh, let me
yummy.
Yeah, let me here.
Okay.
Let me taste this.
It's
Okay.
just a hint. See, I like that.
Oh, that's very good.
Yeah.
Okay, I better taste this.
I
This
like
is a
such
winner.
hint. Oh, this one.
Good? Okay. We'll be fighting for
Is
the
that the
boxes
crunch one?
on the way home.
Yep.
Okay.
Lovely. I like that. Just like hint
This is
is
really
enough
good.
for
Stuck
me.
in my
Yeah.
teeth.
Well,
Oh, can you ever go wrong with Werther's?
No.
Pretty darn good.
Pumpkin time, definitely. Love it.
Good stuff. We'll have more of that. All right. Coming up next, hate working out. No. Yeah. We have a fun solution for that. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Getting fit and working out can be so boring, but not if you go to Jazzercise. Let's welcome Allison Atwood, the owner and manager of the Spanish Fort Jazzercise, to the table. Welcome.
hello.
So exciting.
We're gonna have fun with you.
Good. I'm glad.
How did you get involved with Jazzercise?
Well, actually, my mom did jazzercise back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yep. So I kind of grew up watching my mom do it. And then when my husband went to dental school out in California, I went to classes with my mom and really loved it. It was a fun workout. So when I came back to Utah, I couldn't find a class to go to. And so I thought, well, I guess I'll just do it myself. So
Very good.
So how long have you been doing it?
I'm just coming up on 5 years.
Okay, so tell us where you are.
So ironically, we're in the old Wonder Bread Hostess store, and people really love that.
I love it.
Once a Twinkie, now a workout. So it's 50 East, 100 North in Spanish Fork, and it's a great building. We have big windows, tall ceilings, lots of light. It's a great place for
Okay.
exercise.
How many times a day do you teach?
Well, we have 34 classes a week.
Oh my
Oh, you
goodness.
do?
Okay.
Yep. So
Wow.
we start at 5:45 in the morning. We run till about 10:30, and then we
goodness.
pick back up again in the afternoon. And then we have 4:30, 5:45, and we even have 8:30 at night.
And the ages?
We're all over the map. So
Really?
I've got
As young as what?
I'd say some of my youngest customers are 12, 13. A lot of them will
Okay.
come with their
Wow.
moms. And then
fun.
my oldest customer is 84.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And is it like, so teenagers are all in one class, or the ages all mixed together?
All mixed together. So all of the classes are conducive to all dance levels and all age levels and all intensities.
Okay.
So which is nice because you don't have to go to a specific time to get a certain intensity. You can kind of modify whatever whatever
really?
class you're in. Yeah.
Wow, it sounds super flexible, like anyone could do it, and you can't make an excuse for all those different times. You're open on Saturdays as well?
Saturdays we have 4 classes on Saturdays.
Okay.
From
Yep.
how early?
We start at 6:20 on Saturdays.
Okay.
Yep, and go till about 10:30.
Girls, I foresee a
fun,
girls'
yeah.
night out here one time.
I
We're
think,
gonna
I think
do
so
that.
too. Do you offer any type of daycare?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Okay.
Yep, we have just right at the back of the dance space. There's a room back there with toys and movies, and there's a childcare worker in there watching kids. And it's actually kind of fun. We have a big glass window, and the moms have their backs to the kids,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice. Then you're not worried about your children, but they just like to stand at the glass and watch their moms.
Right. Right.
It's pretty sweet.
Is that additional, or is that included, or how does that work?
That is additional, though. We do offer a mom co-op. So what the moms do is, if they come and help at childcare one time a week, it's just an hour, same time every week, and then they can bring all their kids as often as they want for free.
Oh, that's awesome.
All their kids?
All their kids.
So I can bring all 10 of my kids? That'll be okay?
Do you have 10 kids?
No, I'm just saying. in
But if
case.
you did, sure. Yes.
I would have
That's
to
a
do
great
extra
way to
hours,
do it.
just 1 hour?
Just 1 hour.
Oh, that's great.
That's a really great idea.
Yes.
So you work a lot with the young women.
Yeah.
How has it empowered them? Have you noticed?
We've got a good group of young ladies who are coming. Some of them are coming with their moms. Some of them are just coming on their own. And it's been so fantastic. Our goal was to give girls a place where they could go and exercise and not feel a competition and just feel like they can be there to work on their own health and wellness. And and it's good. There's so many good positive role models there for them, and I like that. So
I
That's
like that
nice.
too.
So is this like a contracts thing that you have to get into, or can you just drop by, or is it?
you can just drop by. It's a little more expensive to just drop in, but we do memberships where they
Okay.
can come as often as they want. Any class times are not restricted to when they can come. And yeah, we have some options to commit for a year or 6 months or 3 months, depending on how much they really want to
Okay.
commit.
So what is a drop by?
Drop by is 10 for a class, and then our monthly membership, our best offer is $45 a month.
Okay.
So if you're coming frequently,
Doable.
And
Yeah.
is that
good,
kind of just
yeah.
unlimited, and you can just pop in
Yep.
and dance
Yeah.
and kind of just do it whenever you want to?
whenever you want. And also something I love is that our childcare doesn't require a reservation or anything.
Okay.
So you just
Drop
come.
them.
Yep, you just come.
It sure makes it convenient.
Yes.
It really does.
really
No
does.
excuses. Right. I think you know what I remember. There was a type of it wasn't jazzercise, but there was something similar. I want to say maybe 10 or 15 years ago in Provo, and it was kind of a challenge to learn the choreography and go to the class and try and keep up with it and learn all of those different routines. But I've not done that for a very, very long time. But you probably have those types that like to come and kind of get a little bit competitive to try and learn the routines.
I don't know.
Ish? No?
We need to keep Natasha away.
Right, yeah.
They're a nice group. It's not a place for you.
I'm nice. What are you saying?
You do great. I think
Will change.
the choreography is relatively simple, so you pick it up fast.
Oh,
So
it does sound like so much fun.
it is fun, man. I love it. People ask sometimes, well, do you guys wear leg warmers there? Since that's what they say. No leg warmers.
Oh, come on. So it's old as new again.
How many teachers do you have if you have 34 classes?
I've got 11 girls and then myself, so there's 12 of us total who
And do
teach.
they all need to be certified?
Yes, and everybody has to be certified through Jazzercise. They have their own certification process, which is nice because then we're all on the same page. We've all been trained the same way. So whenever whoever you're going to, they might have a different dance style, style, but they're getting the same product.
Okay.
Which I like.
I'm not coordinated at all, but you're saying that I could still show up and learn a thing or two.
You absolutely could.
Okay. All right.
Do you do shows, especially for the little ones, or
We have had some junior jazzercise programs where they learn like a specific routine and do that for their family. But I don't have a current junior jazzercise program going right now. But yeah, so no more just focused on the exercise portion versus like a performance style.
right?
What about a visiting membership? So I travel on occasion, so maybe I'm in California next week and I want to go visit another jazzercise studio. Does it
Do that?
How does
Yeah. So, I mean, we are all independently owned franchises,
okay.
but I'd say 99% of franchises welcome other customers. So, for example, in the summertime, I get lots of women who are traveling and who are just here for a week or 2 weeks,
fun.
And
they
you just let them come in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
a big,
love that.
big family.
So
Okay.
right here in our notes, we have Girl Force.
Girl Force.
Tell us about Girl Force. What's this about?
So in 2017, Jazzercise did this initiative where they allowed all girls 16 to 21 to come to Jazzercise for free for the entire year. And I kind of opened it up at my center in Spanish Fork, opened it up to anybody. They didn't have to be 16. If they could stick with the program and stay for the hour and focus, then they can come. So I have some under 16, but Girl Force is the idea of giving young ladies a place to exercise where they can feel really good about themselves and again have all these healthy body images. You know, young women are just inundated with all this bad media and feeling like they
that's
have
fantastic.
to look a certain way, or healthy means skinny, but that's not always the case. And so here they are with all of these strong, wonderful women that they can have these good examples and a safe place to exercise where they're not in competition with anybody. They're there
And
for
you're
themselves.
saying there's no fee for that age group?
Correct. No
Wow.
fee. Totally free.
Wow.
For like 16 to 19? Or maybe
up
younger.
to 21.
Oh,
Up to 21. So, like I said,
My daughter turns 21 in like 4 weeks. Actually.
Karen,
October, honey.
well,
go
no,
to it.
21. You can all while you're 21.
21.
Really?
So she's got a year and 4 weeks.
So incredible.
And what do they have to have? Just like a student ID or something?
Nope.
No.
Just their word?
Just there, yeah. I won't
Well,
card
as
you.
a matter of fact, I am 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
These
But I'm
guys
29. So, I probably
This is awesome, Allison. I'm so glad that you came here and shared this because I've seen the building. I've drove by when you're all in there working. And so I think this is going to be fun to share with Spanish Fork that you're here and
I
help get the
agree.
word out.
That's amazing. Yes.
Do you
thank
have
you
like
so
a
much.
Facebook page or is it just Google you?
Yeah, if you'll just go to www.jazzercise.com.
Okay.
And that is the corporate website.
Okay.
And then you can just search Spanish Fork, all of the class times, pricing. You can even sign up for your membership online. It's really easy to do. And yeah, we would love to get more people coming in the
it sounds
doors.
awesome.
Yes, we're so there, and I'm challenging all of us to be there very soon.
We will be.
Thanks
Come do
again.
it. We'd
Thanks,
love it.
Allison.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we will talk about getting rid of your stress and get a workout in a big way. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Ladies, wouldn't it be fun to work out some frustration and get a good workout at the same time? Well, it's not quite church ball, but have you considered roller derby? Welcome Robin Johnson from the Utah Valley Derby Darlings, empowering
Yay.
women.
That is a mouthful.
It is.
Utah Valley
done.
Derby Darlings.
Yep. We go by Happy Valley. Just kind of that play off the nickname for the Utah County.
Yes, and you
so-
said that your other name is Maid Carrion.
Yes, that is my derby name that
That
I
is
play
so
under.
awesome. So I've watched you a couple of times in the parade.
Okay, yeah,
during
down in
the
Spanish Fork.
during the 24th, doing some cool stuff and showing off your skills. But and it originated how and when, and kind of give us the background.
Yeah, so our league specifically began, I think it was back in 2011.
Okay.
So about 6 years ago. and just some ladies in the area had been interested in doing roller derby, and so they decided to form a league. And so the league is kind of there's an international governing organization called the Women's Flat Track Roller Derby Association, also a mouthful, but we call it WIFTA for short. And so they kind of govern like the rules and the safety and the regulations, and so they organized it under the WIFTA, their overall organization. And so we started way back then. When the league started, we were just renting space like after hours at
Was it in the Food for Less
The old
building?
Food for Less building,
actually right before that, even at the very, very beginning, it was the, what is it called, that skate place in Orem.
Like classic skating?
Classic skating,
okay.
So after hours they would rent space in classic skating, and then they did eventually move down to the Food for Less building.
Okay. Well, the Food for Less building is now gone.
I know, it's so sad.
Where are you now?
So after the Food for Less building went away, we were in Linden for a couple of years, and then now we're in Lehigh off of Main Street.
Goodness.
And then next year will be our more long-term home, will be in Highland.
Holy cow.
So Highland's far away. That's a good 40-minute drive from here.
Yeah, it is, and we have quite a few girls who play down here, but it's a really great sport. Yeah. So we do kind of, for those of us who live further south, we do a carpool. And then people just really love to play. So there's a lot of dedication. Once you start playing in the league, you fall in love with it.
Do you know the origin of it?
Roller derby?
Yeah.
It started like back, I think, in the 50s,
Right.
maybe a little bit sooner. It was kind of like
Love
how...
it.
Just
Yeah, it was kind of like how we do like the WWF now, where it was really scripted and
Right.
it was that kind of entertainment value, and then it kind of gradually turned into the sport, and it kind of faded away and then got brought back in the 80s. And then lately there's been a lot of like media about it, and that's really created a surge. And so a lot of people come to roller derby because they've heard or watched the movie Whip It. Like a lot of TV shows will have episodes about roller derby, and so
So there's only one in Utah Valley.
there's only
This
one
is
in
it.
Utah Valley,
Okay.
and then there's a couple other leagues as well. There's one in Ogden, and then one in Salt Lake, and then there's a small league down in Moab.
So is it like derby night, and like is there a specific night and you go and you
Yeah.
thing,
How does that
you
work?
know?
Yeah, so right now we're renting space, and so we have practices Monday and Thursday nights, and then we also have a traveling team that has their own practice night on Wednesdays.
Okay.
So our traveling team is internationally ranked, and they travel to play against other teams
Really?
in the country, and
Wow.
there's championships coming up for the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. They're doing playoffs right now, and then the
So
championships
what
will be-
are the rules? I mean,
Yeah.
what is the game?
Just go up and just knock
I know,
them
that's right. It just
lot
looks
of
like a
it-
really rough
yeah.
game kind of thing.
I mean, it's
you know?
definitely full contact sport, and there's a lot of like specific protective gear you
Do you have
to
any
wear.
inner anger?
Anger. I
You
know,
need to,
that's
like,
right.
get out.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can
it.
use that to fuel
Really,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
But also, it's a scoring game, so there's two teams. So if you have like a full hour long, we call them a bout or a game, and that's split into two 30-minute halves, and then each 30-minute half is divided into what are called jams, and those can be up to 2 minutes long. And during the jam is when there's one player for each team who will score points. They're called the jammer, and they wear, if you ever watch roller derby, they're the one who has the star on their helmet. And so once the whistle starts and the jam's on, their goal is to try to get through the rest of the people, the blockers or the pack. And then after that first time they're through, they'll come back up on that pack again, and that's when they start scoring points. The way they score points is every blocker on the opposing team that they pass their hips, they get a point for. So the blockers are trying to not let them pass them, and that's when you get all the hitting.
Oh my god.
There isn't a ball or anything like
No
that.
ball.
So it's more of a touch.
Yeah, so
Or
it's like
beat down or something?
taking up space basically, and,
Okay.
and
Like
owning your
rugby or
space. Yeah,
something.
a little bit like rugby
Without the ball.
without the ball.
Is there sportsmanship?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
So most of the rules actually are in regards to how you can or can't hit people, because they really want it to be, even though it's a full contact sport, to really maximize the safety of the players and also kind of not play dirty. So like you're not allowed to trip people, you can't elbow them in the face, you can't close clothesline them. You can't like trip them or hit their
I think
head.
that used to be like that though.
I think it did, and that's kind of why WIFTA, the organization, was created.
Right.
It's run by skaters.
Okay.
So skaters,
Professional skaters.
some of them are, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Natasha, you know how you said with jazzercise, do they get competitive? Maybe this would be a better group for you.
And I really like the costuming.
I know,
Like,
I heard.
That part is really fun.
yeah, I think you could have a lot of fun with that, right?
It is,
So, what
yeah.
are there rules for that, or do you get together and decide what you're going
There
to
aren't
wear?
usually a
and-
ton of rules. So most of the main rules, so the colors, the team has to, as a team, be all within the same color. So like if we're just doing a scrimmage, it's usually a black and white scrimmage, or like our traveling team, they're called the Molly Morbids. So their colors, they have gray jerseys that have hints of pink.
Okay.
And then like I am on the league, or the team I'm on in the league this year is called the Bridal Veil Dolls, and our colors are
Okay,
teal.
that's what I saw.
Yeah, and so each team usually has a color. So we have
Okay.
as dolls teal jerseys, as well as white and black for when we scrimmage. But besides that, the only other real rules are your number has to be visible on the back of your jersey, and the numbers has to be at least 6 inches high, so
Okay.
that it's visible for the referees.
Right.
In addition, when you're playing on your arms, you have to have your number so that when they're on the
Okay.
side of you, they can see those numbers really clearly. That way, if you do something wrong and get a penalty, they know who to call.
So it sounds very empowering.
It really is. Yeah. I would say for me, like, I am normally a pretty quiet, shy person in
Okay.
real life. I'm not super aggressive, so when people find out I play roller derby, it tends to really surprise them.
Right.
Especially if they've gotten to know me and I hadn't mentioned it yet.
Yeah.
But something for me that I found really empowering was it really does encourage your ability to take up space and kind of stand your ground, and it really celebrates all kinds of body types. We have women who are really thin and women who are bigger, and all of them are valuable within the team, and they all play roles, and like your body type doesn't limit the type of position you want to play. If you want to play something, you can play it. You just work on getting stronger and increasing your skill set. And it really
amazing.
is about taking up space on that track and owning your ground and not shrinking. And I feel like that's something women are taught in society. Like we shouldn't be taking up space.
I love that.
Right.
We should be quiet and meek. And Derby's really about communicating, finding your voice, and holding that ground. So
That's amazing.
So tell us if someone's interested in joining the Happy Valley Derby Girls.
Yep.
How do they do that?
So the easiest way, we have a Facebook page that's public, and people can send us messages through there. So within the league, I'm the creative director. So I'm over a lady who's in charge of our media, also about production and our fundraising and events and charity committees. So our Facebook messaging is really pretty responsive. And then usually, at least 4 times a year, sometimes more, we do what's called a Derby boot camp. And so when we have our boot camp, that's when new people can join, and it's 4 weeks long, and we teach them the basics of how to skate, like how to not fall over when you're standing on your skates, and then how to fall over, because you will fall in Derby, and so as long as you can do it safely, you won't hurt yourself most of the time.
We had a lot of injuries, like
I was
Big.
just thinking that.
injuries.
Not as many. So the league used to have more, and so we really implemented a strength training off skates before each practice. We do 20 to 30 minutes of like strengthening, and since we've done that, there have been a lot less injuries, but sometimes they still happen. We recently had a fairly serious injury, but before that, it had been about 1.5 years.
Okay.
So
Too bad. Yeah.
I admire you. I would not dare do it.
oh, it's so
I would be
fun.
way too scared.
Girl
Way to
power,
go.
super empowering. Well, thank you
Yeah.
for
It's
always
educating
worth a
us
try.
today.
Yeah, no
Yes, you
problem.
can visit your
Thank
Facebook
you.
page if you have any more questions. Are you interested in getting the little ones into a dance program? That's coming right up. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. The dance studio Steps has been a favorite in Spanish for years, but there are some things you may not have heard about. Today we have Susan Crowther with us to tell us about all the changes.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thanks.
What's your biggest change lately?
So we actually moved locations and we changed our name. So it's kind of awesome.
Wow.
And it was so cute because my husband actually is the one who came up with the new name, which I thought was really great. He's so supportive and it's so fun. But so we changed it to Steps Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
So we are the Steps Pack, which is kind of fun because, and my husband actually said, he said, everybody talks about how we're such a family and how they feel like Steps is a family to them. And so he's like, we should just be the Steps Pack. We take care of each other like a wolf pack, and I thought, how cute that he's the one who came up with that. So.
And the new location is.
It's at the top of Center Street.
Okay.
So Steps Performing Arts Center, and it's at the top of Center Street. So
How are you liking
works
your new
out.
place?
I love it. We were able to get really awesome new floors.
Okay.
We have the pad underneath, and then the dance floor, and then the Marley on top, and so the dancers are more protected. Their bodies
Okay.
are more protected when they're dancing. And we ripped out all the ceilings so we can do lifts a lot easier, and
good.
and the rooms are bigger, and it's just really awesome. We have a sparkly
good.
new floor in the lobby. That's kind of fun.
That's fun.
So yeah.
So you
It's
cater
really
to a lot
great.
of different ages. Let's start
Yeah.
with your youngest, preschool. Tell us about that.
Well, for our dance classes, we actually start age 3 and we go all the way up to adults. So we have adult ladies classes, we have adult ballroom classes, adult hip hop classes. So it's kind of fun. But we do have a preschool. It's a performing arts preschool, and we don't just do performing arts in there. We actually have a really great curriculum. It's a very fun curriculum. It's for the dancers. It's the teacher's really great, and she loves those kids. She's so cute. So they do 2 hours of curriculum, and then they have the performing arts
So
on top of
academics
it.
for 2 hours.
Yes,
and then
academics.
For 30 minutes,
Yeah.
they have like either
Just
dance,
dance, tumbling,
or-
music, or drama.
and they just kind of
So they rotate.
Wow, that's nice.
So and they get to do little performances, and we go on little field trips. Like it's just like a regular preschool, but they have the performing arts on top of it,
So
which is really awesome.
By now, if you don't have your child signed up,
Yeah.
you're not going to find a spot. Do you have openings?
We
right
do
now?
have a few openings.
Okay, so
just
if
because
someone
us
sees
moving and
this-
people don't really realize,
Okay.
haven't been able to realize really what we have
Okay.
to offer. So we do have a few openings,
Okay,
but
perfect.
we're growing and it's really, really
Is
great.
it a daily class? Is it every other? How does it work?
So we have a 2-day-a-week program, and that's for the 3 and 4-year-olds.
Okay.
And they, they come Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then we have a 3-day-a-week program, which is our kindergarten ready program, and
Okay.
that's for the 4 and 5-year-olds.
Okay, perfect.
So yeah.
Oh. So how long have you been? Sorry. How long have you been around? I'm new.
Yeah, so this is actually our 10th year. So it's our 10-year anniversary,
congratulations.
which is kind of fun. And I mean, I've been dancing since I was 2 and been teaching for 20 years, but the studio's been around for 10 years. And we've just grown so much every year, and I love it. Like, it's kind of my baby, So, and then, we, like I said, we do offer a lot. We offer, ages 3 to adults. We have ballet, jazz, hip hop, breakdance, ballroom. We have a musical theater program, which is really awesome because they sing, dance, and act in there. We actually take them to the recording studio. So when they record their voices. So when they perform on stage, you can hear their best voice, and because they're still learning how to like sing and dance,
Right.
And while they're performing. So that's a really popular program. And then we have lots of tumbling. And then we actually have our ladies class that's been going on for 10 years, which is so fun. And we do jazz and like lyrical dancing. Last year we actually did a hip hop, which was kind of fun. And we actually compete with our ladies.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
The adults? This is
Yeah.
the
Wow.
adults?
Yeah.
Wow.
We just do like one competition for fun, but it's so fun.
So
And we
do
always
you
say
do
whatever
that with
happens
them?
at ladies stays at ladies, because we have we have a lot of fun in there. But it's so fun to go out, express yourself. There's a lot of ladies who have never danced before. There's some who have, and I'm just really creative with the choreography. So, it looks like everybody can be advanced, but it's very empowering. Like we're doing a dance this year to Women Up, and it's like kind of Wonder Woman themed. It's kind of fun.
Oh, Natasha likes that.
Well,
It's so
another
fun.
thing I'm interested in particular, I've heard things about your studio that it really focused on young men or boys.
Yes.
Opposed to maybe some other studios. So
Yeah.
how do you specialize with the young men or boys that is different maybe from some other choices?
We have over 60 boys that dance with us
Wow.
right now,
No
which is
way.
really cool, and that doesn't happen very often.
Right.
But we started because my son was little and I didn't want him to be left out. I have 3 girls. I didn't want him to be left out. So we started a boys group and we just had so much fun. We made it very masculine and celebrated all of that. And it just grew. And now I have a teen boys crew, the Ovation Boys, that compete, and they really are Ovation boys. I mean, every time they get out there, they get a standing ovation. Really? So I don't know. We've just had so much fun with those boys, and we have really great teachers. Like all of my teachers have the same vision I do about positive teaching, good sportsmanship, and I feel like parents see that and. I don't know. We've just had so much fun. We have the breakdance classes that are full every year, hip hop classes that are full every year. And crazy right now, we actually have our ballroom class and we have more we have more boys in our ballroom class than we do girls. So we need girls. We need more girls. Is that crazy? Yeah, for the teenagers. We need more girls. We have 2 more boys than we do girls right now. So we need more girls.
And then also, what about adult ballroom?
Yeah, so we have
Is
an
that
adult.
only once in a while, or
Okay. Well, it's actually every Friday night, so it's date night, and it's at 7:00. Parker Stringfellow teaches it. He's really awesome, very well known in the ballroom world, BYU too, and he does a really good job with the adults.
And do you have to go every Friday night?
You
or
don't
can
have to. You
drop in?
actually buy a punch card. And you can buy a punch card, and it's like the cheapest day. It's like $10 a couple.
Oh, that's good.
Per day.
How amazing is that? Like dinner and dancing.
Yeah.
Love it.
And the hip hop class is actually right before it. So if you ever want to come to hip hop and do some hip hop and then go to ballroom, it's so fun.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
That sounds like such a fun place to be.
Yeah, there's a different variety.
There is, and
Very unique.
we actually do something really special too. We offer, people can sign up to do a trial week, and they can try any class they want for free, no matter what.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Any class, like not just one class, but they can try any class.
Okay.
So
that's really good.
So that's really cool. And a lot of our classes are kind of getting full right now.
Right.
But so the best time to do that is in August. And then in January, we actually open up registration again because we do 2 recitals. So we do one in December and one in May.
Oh, I like that
So,
too.
Yep.
So how can people get a hold of you?
Yes, so we have a website. It's stepsdanceutah.com, and then we have a Facebook page, Steps Dance Performing Arts. I'm not sure if we've changed that name yet, but you need to. But and just one last thing, we're just like I said, we're all about positive teaching, good sportsmanship. We have really amazing show teams also. Technique's really important to me. Artistry is really important to me, and we're teaching more than dance, which I love.
Yeah.
It's important to me to teach more than dance, and teaching confidence and for them to work hard and to, be kind to each other even, I wouldn't be the person I am without dance in my life. So I feel like it's so important for people to do something like that with their kids. So
Love that. Very enlightening.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Susan. That was fun to have you.
thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Have you been doing your reading assignment? It's time to report. Coming up next. It's time. The month is over. Let's talk about our reading assignment.
So this month, the reading assignment was The Ditch Digger's Daughter.
Awesome.
You loved it?
Fantastic. Absolutely.
Okay, I loved it
just
too.
Loved it all
Natasha,
over.
good one.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm feeling like Natasha may have not read.
No, I did read it. I don't have a hard copy, but it was
all right. I didn't know if you were going to
try.
try and fake your way through this and just say how amazing
did we
it was.
have a book?
No. Well, you and I can discuss.
What a great story. I mean, how could you not read it?
Okay, so I wanted
right.
to read I finished it a couple weeks ago. You came in finishing the last chapter,
That's
so it's a
right.
lot more fresh in your head. But once you go to discuss it with people, and then it's been a couple weeks, you don't remember all the details.
Right.
I always think when I'm reading, I should be taking notes, especially if you're going to discuss it.
Yeah.
But a couple things he said, when this girl, Cookie, is in school, she comes home with an A. And the dad says, "That's good, Cookie." And "That's all you're going to say, Daddy?" And he says, "Well, there's an A+, isn't there?"
Right.
So this man, he worked hard.
my gosh.
I don't know if work ethic is still here today like it was back then.
Yeah,
When he worked
exactly.
2 full-time jobs during the week
Yep.
and on Saturday and Sunday worked side jobs. I can't even fathom that
Right.
today. Like he worked hard and he taught his girls
To do
to
the
work
same.
hard. So
That's
this
right.
story is just about this black family and he taught them like, you're not going to be given anything. He would say,
platter.
you're ugly. You're going to have, I'm like,
Right.
what? But he's telling them, girls, one day it's
You're
not going to
ugly,
be about
you're black,
your brain.
you're
Yeah.
female, you're all of those
Yeah, he
things,
said-
and you're going to
Yeah.
have to work for it.
Right. And they do.
And they did.
5 girls or 6? 5.
They had 5
Five,
million
and
and
then
they
they
adopted the other one. Yeah.
He taught them to work hard and
right.
they all became successful.
That's what I love about it. I mean, it
But I
really
think-
is a story of work ethic.
It is.
Right.
And even though, it's for everyone, it doesn't matter what color you are, but that you really do have to emphasize, though, the fact that they were black in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, where that entitlement, and I really think he was saying, I loved his philosophy. You work hard, you're going to get the reward. It doesn't matter where you come from, what your background is. And the way they worked, Yvonne, who's telling the story, I mean, to become a doctor, she was pregnant at one time. She had to go for a board certificate. I mean, that was insane.
Right, right.
To be, I remember what it was like to be pregnant, just that alone, right?
Right.
Waiting but to be pregnant, have a baby, the next day you're going for your, you had to walk, or she got dropped off to do her examination. And she'd just been sewn a episiotomy, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Yes.
that takes effort and
Well,
determination.
And I remember her telling the story of setting her alarm in the middle of the
Yes.
night to wake up to do her study.
Like at 2 a.m.
Right.
Yes.
Study from 2 to 6 to then go
I
do
sometimes
residency.
think I'm going to set my alarm at 6
Yes.
and I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to work out. And then I don't. And I mean,
Yes.
that's true work ethic.
That is.
And she knew exactly what she wanted in her head. I mean, I
Right.
love hearing the stories when she planned her wedding. When she
gosh.
when she planned the
Goodness.
house that she wanted to live in, and she knew exactly.
She had a vision.
Right, and that when their dad planted that seed in their head of the things that instilling that in those girls' minds, even to his dying breath,
Yeah. It
and
was always-
carrying both of those their coffins, to
Oh, yeah.
bury them because
yeah.
girls can do anything.
That was crazy.
Right.
That
I mean,
they-
I just
had
the
to
girls
carry
Yes.
carried. They were the
I mean,
pallbearers.
they carried the
Yes.
mom.
Can you imagine
my goodness,
carrying
that
your
hurt.
in a
parents?
snowstorm up
Yes.
a hill.
Yeah, I was like,
Because that was it. That's what
because-
he instilled in them,
yeah.
that same work ethic.
Yeah.
Because you can.
One thing I didn't like is that he didn't seem to embrace the son-in-laws.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, he truly loved his daughters.
Right.
He thought the world of them. But once they broke off from his little family unit,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
that
can
other
agree.
man
That's what
came
she
in,
felt, yeah.
he kind of just cut him off. And when they were sitting around the table for breakfast one morning after their passing, and one of the sisters said, Dad just wished that just the girls, his daughters, would come back and visit him. He didn't seem close to the grandkids either.
The grandkids, yep.
He was just like,
but
raise
if
them.
you think about it, he gave his life.
Oh, he did.
That's a
He gave
not
his
a
life.
sacrifice. Well, it is. He
It is.
put his dreams. He almost felt like he didn't have dreams.
Right. They were all in his
He
girls.
didn't have enough belief in himself, so he gave that to the girls. He gave everything to the girls, and then one night one day they're gone.
Well,
Empty nester understatement. Right?
Right.
Your wife dies.
well, and oddly enough, I was going to say it was to his wife first. He gave everything to her 1st, and then when the kids came, it was baby after baby, and it was girl, and then it was that sacrifice, and he had finally decided he was never going to get a boy.
My
So-
heart ached for those girls, though. They went to school. He didn't think that they needed friends, that they had 5 sisters, and that's where their friends were. And so,
I love it. I love that idea.
Really?
I like the whole. I am gonna do that to my boys.
and
Poor
so,
kids.
and
I
then they
say.
they started like a band, and
Yeah.
they would study on
Yeah,
their way to
isn't
the
that
band.
fantastic?
Yeah.
You're paying for your siblings'
So that's
education
it,
too.
yeah.
Yes.
That was
okay.
fantastic.
Well, okay. We loved it, and we hope that you loved it also.
Yes.
Okay. We're yes.
I read
If you
it,
didn't read it, go back and read it. We're getting the cue for our new book.
Which I've never read.
I'm
haven't
surprised that
watched
you've
it.
never read it either.
My kids have.
They
But
they
that
have
book
read
report,
it.
yeah.
So I probably read it in 5th grade ish. So
yeah.
it is. It's a safe one.
It is.
Well, after her last book, we needed Natasha safe.
Pete's approved it. It's okay.
Quick read probably as well, right?
Yes.
If it's a fifth grade.
And it's more of a science fiction twist, so we're
Okay.
probably not going to get elevated in the same way here, but it is a fun read.
Okay.
And one of the reasons we decided to pick this one is there is a new film coming out in March of next year, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to read this.
That's kind of
classic.
perfect
Fantastic.
A
timing.
Wrinkle in
Yeah.
Time, Madeline L'Engle. Okay,
Okay, will do.
That'd be fantastic.
we're not done yet. Stay with us. Wow, we made it again. What did you learn today?
Oh my goodness, I have to just say, work ethic now is going through the roof for me because they hardly slept. That was one thing. And their, expectation, determination, perseverance got the reward, didn't it? 5 girls, 3 became doctors, 1 became a
Dentists?
professor.
Oh,
Well,
wow. Okay,
yeah.
you mean that by okay.
Yeah.
Didn't they? And then the other one, I can't remember.
Paralegal secretaries.
Yeah, or something. And
Yeah.
so belief in self, determination, and work, regardless of what color, where you're from, what your
Yes.
mother did.
I know you've heard this before. You can sleep when you're dead.
Amen. That's
But I did go to a lecture one time by Frank Layden, and he said the same thing. Like he only slept like maybe 6 hours a night, tops.
Wow.
And that was kind of his mantra also. You can sleep when you're dead. You when you're alive and awake,
Yeah,
you're
keep
productive.
going.
You do those
But
things.
then some people really can't mentally do that, and then they feel guilty that other people expect that out of them.
Well, we
and I
can-
guess I know those people, so then I get empathetic to them. Does that make sense?
yeah.
I mean, so
They want to be
Yes.
guilty. No one's guilting them. Why? What's the guilt?
Yeah, just the pressure. There can be pressure.
Pressure from who?
Us.
You put pressure on yourself, don't you?
That's true.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this was a total
Okay.
girl power show.
It really was.
Like, don't stop. Like, jazzercise, roller derby,
Yeah.
dance classes.
But
like,
that's what I love. Like,
There's
don't you
an
just feel
energy.
like, yes, I love it when we
Ready
leave
to
here
go
feeling
there.
energized and
Yeah.
want to go to jazzercise,
Yeah.
roller derby.
there's a
and-
lot of fun
yeah,
things.
so
And all
just
the pumpkin things.
oh my gosh! But this
ready for
time of
fall?
year is just,
fun.
I mean, it's so fun.
Yeah.
So this time of year, you guys know there's a lot of work over at Canyon Creek.
Yes.
Oh,
Praise hell.
yes, Petco.
Shopping.
Today I got some updates on some
Okay.
openings. I
What is
knew
Tell.
you and our viewers would be interested
Oh,
to
that was
hear.
probably really loud.
Petco is now open.
Yeah.
Aqua's already been, right?
That's right. We bought an
What do you have, a
LG.
fish?
Yes, we do. How did
You really went and bought a fish at Petco?
We did an LG.
Oh my word!
It was a long line. It was fantastic.
My son was asking what to do the other night. Like, what should him and his girlfriend go do? I'm like, go to Petco. They totally went.
Yeah,
Love
that's right.
Okay, so Petco, Famous Footwear. The soft open is October 11th.
Ooh,
Very
nice.
close. The grand opening will be the 28th of October. Maurice's will open the 20th of October. Ulta will soft open on the 27th of October.
Gosh, these are fast.
And the grand opening on that will be November 3rd. Down East will open also on the 27th.
Ooh, I like that.
TJ Maxx
Woo!
will open on the 26th. Olive Garden is aiming
October?
for... Olive Garden, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Olive Garden is aiming for November 15th.
Oh my goodness, fantastic. My sister's
And then
birthday.
the Cinemark, 12/22. So just the week
Oh.
of Christmas, it should be here for Star Wars. And then oddly enough, Ross is not opening until February 2018. So I don't know if they've had
Why
like
that
something.
pause? You don't know?
I don't know because I thought that would be ready right now. So something's delayed
Along
them.
with the rest.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
Eating,
Sounds good.
shopping. Does it get better than that?
No,
Not
it's
really.
gonna be a good
No.
fall in Spanish
So
Fork.
awesome.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, that's all the time that we have today. Thanks for
been
being
fun.
here with
Sure.
us. We hope you enjoyed the conversation.